Welcome back to Today we delve into the captivating world of Salem's most anticipated casting developments and dramatic character comebacks that are set to transform the landscape of our beloved daytime drama during the pivotal week of August 18 to 22, 2025. Days of Our Lives. TV 14. 1965. Drama, Romance. 1H. Days of Our Lives trailer. Ratings. May 3rd 10. May 3rd 10. https://www.imdb.com/title/TT00587965 Starring Deidre Hall. Starring Christian Alfonso. Watch on. Streaming links via Real Good. The DiMera dynasty takes center stage. Theo Penglis makes his triumphant return to prominence as the sophisticated and complex Tony DiMera on Monday, August 18, marking a significant moment for longtime fans who have cherished his decades-long portrayal of this iconic character. The veteran actor, whose distinguished career spans multiple generations of Salem storytelling, will command extensive screen time in what promises to be emotionally charged sequences that will undoubtedly leave viewers on the edge of their seats. His powerful confrontations with Dan Feuerriegel's E.J. DiMera represent a fascinating exploration of the intricate DiMera family dynamics that have captivated audiences for years. These scenes are expected to delve deep into the psychological complexities of brotherhood, loyalty, and the weight of family legacy that has defined the DiMera name throughout Salem's tumultuous history. The emotional intensity between these two powerhouse performers promises to showcase the kind of nuanced acting that has made Days of Our Lives a cornerstone of daytime television. Penglis, with his commanding presence and theatrical background, brings a gravitas to Tony that few actors could match, while Feuerriegel's portrayal of E.J. continues to evolve with each dramatic storyline. Their on-screen chemistry represents the perfect blend of old-school soap opera excellence and contemporary storytelling techniques that keep modern audiences thoroughly engaged. Salem's literary connection emerges. The charming streets of Salem welcome a delightful new addition as Miles Anderson steps into the role of Foster, the distinguished owner of a quaint local bookstore that promises to become a new hub of community interaction. This fascinating character introduction occurs on Tuesday, August 19, and represents the soap's continued commitment to expanding Salem's rich tapestry of supporting characters who add depth and authenticity to the show's fictional universe. Foster's interactions with the beloved Julie Williams, masterfully portrayed by the legendary Susan Seaforth Hayes, are expected to bring a refreshing literary dimension to the ongoing storylines. Hayes, whose portrayal of Julie has spanned multiple decades and countless memorable moments, will undoubtedly bring her signature warmth and wit to these encounters. The bookstore setting provides an intimate backdrop for meaningful conversations and potential plot developments that could ripple throughout Salem's interconnected community. This new character represents the show's innovative approach to introducing fresh elements while honoring the traditional values that have made Days of Our Lives a generational favorite. Foster's presence suggests upcoming storylines that may explore themes of knowledge, wisdom, and the power of storytelling, meta-elements that could add fascinating layers to the show's already complex narrative structure. The Black family dynamics intensify. Alice Halsey returns to reprise her compelling role as Rachel Black during two crucial episodes, Tuesday, August 19, and Thursday, August 21, bringing renewed focus to the younger generation of Salem residents whose actions continue to shape the town's future. Her character's interactions with the incomparable Marlena Evans, portrayed by the iconic Deidre Hall, promise to deliver the kind of intergenerational storytelling that has become a hallmark of superior soap opera craftsmanship. These pivotal scenes are expected to explore the complex relationships that bind Salem's families together across generations, with Rachel's youthful perspective providing a fresh counterpoint to Marlena's years of wisdom and experience. Hall's portrayal of Marlena remains one of daytime television's most enduring and beloved performances, and her scenes with younger cast members consistently demonstrate the show's ability to seamlessly blend veteran expertise with emerging talent. The timing of Rachel's appearances suggests her character may play a crucial role in upcoming dramatic developments that could have far-reaching consequences for the Black family and their extensive network of relationships throughout Salem's tightly knit community. Justice and deliberation in Salem's courtroom. Timothy Horner makes his anticipated return as Adam, the intriguing jury roommate of Leo Stark, expertly portrayed by Greg Ricart, bringing courthouse drama to a fever pitch on Thursday, August 21st. This fascinating character's involvement in the high-stakes deliberation process surrounding Johnny DiMera's case, played by Carson Boatman, promises to deliver the kind of legal tension and moral complexity that elevates daytime drama beyond mere entertainment into compelling social commentary. The jury deliberation sequences represent a masterclass in ensemble acting, where multiple characters must navigate the delicate balance between personal relationships and civic duty. Horner's portrayal of Adam adds crucial authenticity to these scenes, as his character's connection to Leo creates potential conflicts of interest that could dramatically influence the trial's outcome. The psychological pressure of jury duty, combined with the personal stakes involved, creates a powder keg of dramatic possibilities that could explode at any moment. Boatman's Johnny finds himself at the center of this legal maelstrom, with his character's fate hanging in the balance of decisions made by individuals whose personal lives intersect with the case in unexpected ways. This storyline exemplifies the show's ability to weave complex legal proceedings into the fabric of Salem's ongoing romantic and familial dramas. Judicial authority commands the courtroom. Carol Foreman continues her commanding portrayal of Judge Dabney, presiding over the explosive courtroom proceedings that will unfold on both Tuesday, August 19th, and Friday, August 22nd. Her character's presence brings gravitas and institutional authority to what promises to be one of Salem's most consequential legal battles in recent memory. Foreman's nuanced performance captures the delicate balance a judge must maintain between impartiality and humanity when presiding over cases that affect the lives of community members. The extended courtroom sequences spanning multiple episodes indicate the significance of Johnny's trial within the broader narrative structure of the show. Judge Dabney's decisions and demeanor will likely influence not only the immediate legal outcome but also the long-term relationships between characters whose lives have become intertwined through this dramatic legal proceeding. These courtroom scenes represent the culmination of months of storytelling, bringing together multiple character arcs and plot threads in a climactic legal showdown that will determine the fate of several beloved Salem residents. The judge's role becomes particularly crucial as she must navigate the complex web of relationships, evidence, and emotions that characterize this high-stakes trial. The broader impact on Salem's future. These remarkable casting developments and character returns during the week of August 18 to 22, 2025, represent more than simple plot devices. They constitute a carefully orchestrated symphony of storytelling that demonstrates Days of Our Lives' continued evolution and commitment to delivering premium daytime entertainment. Each returning actor and new character introduction serve specific narrative purposes while contributing to the rich, interconnected tapestry that has made Salem one of television's most enduring fictional communities. The convergence of veteran performers like Penglis and Hayes with emerging storylines and fresh character dynamics creates the perfect storm of dramatic possibilities that will undoubtedly captivate audiences and drive the show's momentum into the future. These developments also showcase the series' remarkable ability to honor its storied past while embracing innovative storytelling techniques that keep contemporary viewers thoroughly engaged and emotionally invested in Salem's ongoing saga. Dramatic courtroom showdown. A father's tough choices and a wife's brave defense. In the world of high-stakes legal battles, few things are as riveting as a family torn apart by accusations, secrets, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Imagine a courtroom filled with tension, where every word spoken could change lives forever. This is the story of a recent trial that has everyone talking, a tale of loyalty, betrayal, and the unbreakable bonds of marriage and family. We'll take our time to walk through it step by step, so you can picture it all clearly, just like watching your favorite daytime drama unfold on the screen. For those of us who remember the good old days of soap operas like Days of Our Lives, this real-life inspired scene feels all too familiar, with characters facing heart-wrenching decisions under the bright lights of the law. Let's set the scene in a bustling courthouse in a small town where everyone knows each other's business. The air is thick with anticipation as the trial begins. At the center of it all is Johnny, a young man caught in a web of trouble. He's on trial for something serious, perhaps a misunderstanding that escalated into legal chaos, and his fate hangs in the balance. Johnny's father, E.J., is no ordinary dad. He's a sharp, determined lawyer with a reputation for being tough as nails. But today, E.J. isn't just fighting for justice, he's torn between his role as a prosecutor and his love for his son. You see, E.J. has to challenge witnesses, even if it means putting his own family through the ringer. As the proceedings heat up, Johnny can't stay silent. He leans over to his father, his voice low but urgent, pleading with him not to drag his beloved wife, Chanel, into the mess. "Dad, please," Johnny whispers, his eyes filled with worry. "Don't pull Chanel into this. She's innocent, and this could ruin everything for her." Johnny knows how fierce his father can be in the courtroom. E.J. has a way of turning the tables with clever questions and surprise evidence. But E.J., with a heavy heart, knows he has a job to do. He gives his son a stern look, one that says, "I have to follow the law, no matter what." It's a moment that tugs at the heartstrings, reminding us all how family loyalties can clash with professional duties. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, Paulina, Chanel's mother and a strong, outspoken woman in her own right, watches everything unfold with a mix of pride and fear. She's been through her share of battles in life, and she knows the courtroom can be a brutal place. Paulina turns to Belle, the skilled prosecutor handling the case, and praises her for the strong opening arguments. "You're doing a wonderful job, Belle," Paulina says, her voice steady but her eyes betraying her anxiety. "You've laid it all out so clearly." But then, her worries bubble up. What if E.J. plays that video of Chanel in court? It could make her look bad, even if it's taken out of context. Paulina remembers the video all too well, a heated moment where Chanel let her emotions get the better of her, threatening someone in a fit of anger. It's the kind of thing that could sway a jury if not handled carefully. Belle, ever the calm professional, places a reassuring hand on Paulina's arm. "Don't worry too much," she says gently. "Even if E.J. brings up that video, it's not solid proof. It might show Chanel was upset, but it doesn't mean she's guilty of anything. And remember, if Johnny is acquitted, if the jury sees he's not at fault, then that video won't be enough to convict Chanel of any wrongdoing either. We'll fight this every step of the way." Belle's words offer a glimmer of hope in the dimly lit courtroom, where the wooden benches creak under the weight of spectators, and the judge's gavel echoes like a thunderclap. Now, the drama really intensifies as Chanel is called to the witness stand. She's a brave young woman, married to Johnny and deeply in love with him. As she walks up to the stand, her steps are steady, but you can see the nervousness in her eyes, the way she smooths her dress and takes a deep breath before swearing to tell the truth. E.J., standing tall by the windowsill, leans casually against it, but his mind is racing. He exchanges a quick, subtle smile with Chanel and Johnny, a rare moment of warmth in this cold legal arena. It's as if, for just a second, they remember their family, not opponents. But the smiles fade quickly as E.J. begins his questioning. He's challenging Chanel, pushing her to defend her husband while revealing uncomfortable truths. "Chanel," E.J. starts, his voice smooth but firm, "tell the court about the day Johnny changed his mind about the adoption. You blamed me for that, didn't you?" Chanel sits up straighter, her hands clasped tightly in her lap. She's determined to protect Johnny, explaining how he was pressured and how the whole situation was a misunderstanding. "Johnny is a good man," she says passionately. "He would never do anything to hurt anyone intentionally. We've been through so much together, and I stand by him completely." E.J., however, isn't one to let things slide. He presses harder, his questions like arrows aimed at the heart of her story. He makes Chanel admit, reluctantly, that yes, she had been furious with him for influencing Johnny's decision on the adoption. "I was upset," Chanel confesses, her voice trembling slightly. "I thought you were meddling in our lives, EJ. But that doesn't mean Johnny did anything wrong." The courtroom gasps softly, whispers ripple through the audience like waves on a pond. EJ, sensing the moment is right, pulls out his ace in the hole. With a dramatic flourish, he cues up the video on a large screen for all to see. There it is, Chanel, in a moment of raw emotion, threatening EJ. "You'll pay for this," her recorded voice echoes through the room, her face flushed with anger. The impact is immediate. The jury leans forward, eyes wide. Paulina covers her mouth in shock, and Johnny buries his face in his hands. Chanel, still on the stand, shakes her head vigorously. "That never happened the way it looks," she insists, her words tumbling out in a rush. "It was edited, taken out of context. I was just venting, I didn't mean it like that." But EJ, master of the courtroom, cuts her off sharply. "No more questions, Your Honor," he declares, turning away with a satisfied nod. The judge, a wise older gentleman with a no-nonsense demeanor, bangs his gavel. "Very well. Ms. Bell, you'll have your chance to cross-examine the witness tomorrow. Court is adjourned for the day." As the room empties, the weight of what just happened lingers in the air. Johnny reaches out to comfort Chanel as she's led away from the stand, their hands brushing in a silent promise of support. Paulina rushes over, wrapping her daughter in a hug, whispering words of encouragement. EJ stands alone for a moment, staring out the window at the setting sun, perhaps questioning if his pursuit of the truth is worth the pain it's causing his family. Belle gathers her notes, already planning her strategy for the next day, how to poke holes in EJ's evidence and show the jury the full picture. This trial isn't just about legal arguments, it's about the human heart. It shows how families can be tested in the fires of adversity, how a single video or a heated word can twist perceptions, and how love, whether between husband and wife, parent and child, or even in-laws, can endure even the toughest challenges. For those of us over 65, who've seen our share of life's ups and downs, stories like this remind us of the importance of forgiveness and understanding. We've learned that not everything is black and white. Sometimes, the truth lies in the shades of gray. As the sun dips below the horizon outside the courthouse, one thing is clear: tomorrow will bring more revelations, more drama, and perhaps a path to healing. Will Chanel hold up under cross-examination? Can EJ reconcile his duty with his family ties? And what about Johnny? Will he walk free, or will the shadows of the past catch up? Only time will tell in this gripping saga of justice and emotion. We've covered a lot here, from the quiet pleas in the courtroom to the explosive moments on the stand. It's a reminder that life, much like a trial, is full of surprises. If you've ever faced a family conflict or stood up for someone you love, you know the courage it takes. Stay tuned for updates on this story, it's far from over.